Hi all. So welcome to another day on this training. Right? So we are in this topic, going down sequentially. Um, we are currently doing a correlation for this conventional dynamic value, or which is also called as authentication or authorization dynamic value. We have seen the use of regular expression extractor. So slowly, we'll see these things one by one. Now, right, so we fixed one value in the script yesterday, and we have seen other top concept related to this dynamic. Then next, we have to follow this step number 6, right? For all other dynamic value in the script to fix them. So from 1 to 5. That is what I have written. That we have to repeat it. So before we go and uh, fix it, like other value. So what are the other values? So we have value in next value. So here the value is fixed. And then we put this name. Yes. So we given a name, right? I think it didn't got saved. So that is that is for- Fine. Okay. So we fixed here right now. Next we have value in log, two values, and one by one we have to see them, right? So before that, before we go and fix this, for the other step, I'll just keep one demo so that we all have idea that this thing is followed everywhere. Correct? So let us say one script that I have shown. Yes, that complex scenario. Actually, scenario is never complex. Right? The scripting thing that I've shown, and I played a video also of the application. So this is the script for that. I'm opening it just to show you guys uh, the same thing is followed. So let us say here two values are there. In launch, two request was there, right? Is there, and we have a state ready or not here. And so we have to look back same way. So in response of 4, both these value will come. So I can go and show you. This is 4 here and here. So you can see very clearly with, here state ID starting with EY till here, right? All state ID starting from here all the way to this, this, and till here, right? Till here. Okay. And so that is the state ID which is here. And we have launch ID, right? So which is here, you can see. Correct. So we have to extract them in same way. We have to take the left hand side and then right hand side also. So first we have to see like from where the value is starting and where it is ending. So if you see this value is starting with EY and let us go to and it's ending with EXC, right? So here the same way if you see the value is starting with EY, correct? EY, here and ending with EXG, which is here. So now we can take something from left hand side, right? And something from left hand side, right hand side and extract it. Okay. From here to here, it's all complete one line. Same goes for another value which is non-CID. So it's a start. It's a small. It's starting from here and ending. Okay. So this will be the left right boundary, and we can take this as a left boundary. So this I'll be extracting in future. So I'll be showing you an example for this because um, if let us say we take this and try to extract. Okay. So there is a special use case which we will be extract, which I'll be discussing in future. So now if you see, so it's like that, right? So if I try to extract this, so this value is starting from here and ending. So this you will not need. You will put that expression on prices dot plus customer prices, and this is left and this is right, and we can test. So it's not coming, right? So why it's not coming? There is actually a special use case here. So that use cases we will be talking about in future, right? So again, I'll be coming back. So see, every time it will not be easy, right? Here it seems easy. The concept remains same, but we have to apply one concept, one another concept. Okay, so that we will be talking about. Okay, here what we have to do is here one double slash I have to use. Now why that double slash? Correct. That all will be covered later on. But rest, so I'm giving a double slash. So here I have given double slash. Okay. Now if I test, you see that value is getting it. Now after that, you know all the process, right? Here you'll be using extractor, regular expression, etc. Will be extracting it and will be replacing this. So that means. So this goes everywhere we have to apply this concept. The only thing, sometime it will be very easy. Extracting is very easy. Sometimes some special use case we have to apply. So this is one example of a special use case. So I'll be covering that in later part. Means yeah, after few days only, but it is there. Okay. So here everything is fine, right? But even though it was not working, so then I given one more slash here and then it worked. Now why that slash is needed and so these are some concept of regular expression that we will be understanding later. Apart from that, this concept remains same, right? So you see, it is coming and it is getting extracted. Now we will use extractor info, right here, and as usual, extract and pass here. So like this, for every value, we will do one by one. Okay. Same way, let us say this value. So there in it will be there somewhere. Again, we will extract that, and this value is getting repeated in so many places. So we'll press Control F and do the replacement, right? So that everywhere, wherever this value is there, it will be replaced. Same way, I have shown for earlier like CSR token and all this thing, right? I think I've shown in that. So each one by one, wherever they are occurring, it's passing in the request. So it will be in response of any of the previous requests, right? So this passing here. So previous, if you look back, so this is there, this is there, this is there. So where it is coming, right? From there, we will be extracting this value and just substituting it, passing. Right? So this is what the process is. Okay. Same way, this value, that very small value which is there in login request, like very small value. So this is occurring in yeah, in response of this pipe. I think let us open. So this is yeah, type of this is first. And let us put it. So you see it's there. Now here left boundary, right boundary, easy. These are all fixed stuff, right? And we can take this part, and we can always extract. So likewise, okay. So we will extract that. So it's in five. So in five, we will use the regular expression, etc. Right? We will extract that, and then we will parameterize this value with that variable. Right? So this is the concept. Fine. Now coming back, yeah. So coming back. So we have next value which is called source state, which is here in login. So in login there are two dynamic value, one by one. Again, you will delete, right? So let us pick the first one only. It's a source state, right? So what the rule says, again, first identify, so it has been identified. Then find its occurrence in previous, in previous response of that request. Right? So first find in immediate one. If it is not there, then find in all previous. Right? So we'll look back in immediate one. It's passing in 39. So this both value actually should be in 90% chance it will be 95% chance it will be there in previous 90 to 95 or 80 to 90% chance it will be there in immediate previous response. So this is the immediate previous response. Both will be there, but we will go with one by one. So we will copy this, Control A, Control C, then come to here to 34, right? Response of 34, 34. And you can see it, right? And we have that HP value also, that next value, which is US 80, that's UA, yeah, sorry, U5, U5A2Z. So U5 A2Z. So it's there. So both value are there, right? Okay. So first we'll take the first one. Now to take the first one, again, so the value is here. Start already it's highlighted in green. From here to here it is. So these are the some stuff on left hand side. Till here all the thing are there. But as I said, there is no length constant. So how much we will take, right? So initially we'll take a small only, correct? If it's a small boundaries of left and right. If it doesn't work, then we can take more. Okay, so I'll go with this much. I hope it's visible. I'll just make it little smaller because it's a little big set. So this is left side. Here. We have right side. I'll copy or same thing. We can paste it two things from here to here. We'll select and remove it by braces dot plus question one. This is and open. And the next thing is testing, right? So let us. So when we are testing, I can see here two values. So Remember, right? This XML file path we should never keep it here. Why we should not keep here? Because whenever we'll be running the test, this kind of error will come. Okay, so that is the thing. So to avoid that, uh, always do not keep, just to open the recording log, you will load it, call it, right, and then it will. Now, so we tested, we have made the expression, and there are two values. So generally 1 0, you see 1 0 and 1 1, and then again 2 0 2 1. So I said right yesterday also that the thing with 1 0 in that we will not, or 2 0, the zero in that we will not look into that, because it is the whole stuff with left side and right side, right? We generally focus on now the 1 1 stuff, and 1 or 2 1. So that yeah. So value at 1 1. So this is one value, and then value at 2 1. This is another. Now remember, generally for this application, generally two source page ID are coming. Okay, but the source page ID that we are searching is this one, J3A, right? J3A and J3AS. So it is present at second place, correct? Second place. Nice. So match number will be 2, right? Match number. So it's working. Now what we have to do? We have to add a. So we have prepare the regular expression to extract it. We have tested it also. Now we will use regular expression extractor to extract that value and store it in a variable. Right? So we where we are finding this this value are in response of 34, right? So in 34, in this we have to right click on this request, add, and post procedure and regular expression. Once we click on that, then we see uh, yeah, it will be added, right? Added. So inside that request, remember, inside this, many people are adding, may add outside. Okay, do not add out. This parent child concept, always remember. Okay. So this element should be direct inside this. Means direct children. When it will be direct, when you add it inside, right? So we have discussed this long back, right? Parent child. So inside, especially this element is inside. If I'm collapsing it or minimizing it, right? So it's getting hidden and it's inside directly. It should be direct. So like that. Even in previous one also, you see, it is inside this 16. Right? Okay. Now let us fill up the stuff. So first thing is that expression. Then the variable name. So variable name will be reflecting the name of the value, so source page, but not exact, right? Something we have to change. So we will change that. We will anyhow we are getting C underscore, so it's getting changed. So variable name C underscore source page, and I'm giving one source page. Okay. Source page ID one also you can do. Yeah, ID, source page ID. Source page ID one. Right. Source page ID. Fine. Uh, why I am giving one here? I'll explain that. That one is not needed, but actually, if you see in this transaction here, we have another again two values are there, but name is same, right? So this name also will update it with source page 2, ID 2. That's why. That is the reason. Otherwise, one giving one was not required. But here with same name, two different values are there in two different transactions. So that is the reason, right? Now, so this is done. Next is filling this other detail. So here, as it is, so $1. In most of the cases, like every time, generally it's $1. When we can change it, that I'll explain later on. So $1. Now comes the match value, which is important. So the value which we are finding is coming at match 2, right? It's match. So we will give here what 2, right? Now comes default value. So default value as like explained yesterday, the variable name and not font. So copy the variable name. Once remember again, I'm repeating. Once you have written the variable name here, right? So give a good variable name. Take your time, and then wherever you are using or anywhere, always copy paste, right? Copy because again same thing. We are humans, and if you manually type the same thing, some mistake we can do. Right? So always do the copy, and it is easy. Also, it saves the time. So I'm selecting it. Control C. Put it here. Control V, and then type not font. Put it same here also. In the name also update. Fine. Save. Keep saving your work. Now replacement, right? Replacing. So that is what parameterization. Parameterizing that variable in all those subsequent requests using control F wherever in one go wherever that particular dynamic value is passed, right? And this is the same. And once this is done, we have to run and test. So we'll do that first. Let us do parameter. Parameterization is not replacing. So we'll press control F and then I'll copy this value. Control A, control C, control V. Right? Then variable is this. Control C, put it dollar or bracket control V, right? Variable name, and then replace. So now if you see the value has been fine. And again this highlight. So these all are highlighted wherever that value will be there. When it gets highlighted, sorry, when it gets replaced, these all gets highlighted. So to remove this highlight, just you click on this yellow brush one or two times, one time or two times, and then it will be gone. Now we will test that, but let us fix this also, and then we will run and test, right? So that both can be tested at a time. So same HP also, I have shown, right? Like it is there in 34 only. It was there, or we can even do the search. So select it, and then text mode. In 34 only because we have to look back. Same place. Same response of 34. Yeah, we'll find it. So it's there, right? So the value is okay. So the whatever the value that is in green highlighted, right? So we'll take something. So I'll not that much big. Generally, as I said, always try with a small length of right and left bound. If it doesn't work, then we can increase. Okay. So I'll take from here to here. It is So just specifically put them. One will replace this with braces. Dot plus braces. Now again testing. So from drop down choose this regular expression. Just put that expression here and click on test. So again, if you see two matches are there, match one and match two. The value which we are looking for, which is UFA2Z, right? That is coming at yeah, match two. So again, the match number will be two, right? Okay. Now, yeah. Now, what we have to do is again in same 34, we have to add this aspect. So again, adding the add it and expression to see that and let us put it here. Fine. Now giving the variable name. So variable name again FP value name is P, right? FP. So we will give T underscore C underscore FP ID one. Yeah. Again, why ID one? Because here also again one more FP is there. So it will be FP ID two. For this we will be using, right? So that is the reason. And then yeah, this all in $1. Match number is two. At which match the value is coming? It is coming at match. So that is two. Then let's copy this and put it here like hot font. Okay. Now yeah, we'll put the variable in here. Fine. Now parameters. So means replacement. So again, Control F. This all old data we can delete. Fine. Then copy this. Put the value here and then variable. Copy this variable, put it here in parameters in form. What is that? Dollar braces variable name flower braces close. Okay, and then replace all. Okay. So if you see has been replaced, correct? Oh, sorry. Yeah, has been replaced. Now, so this is done, right? Now we will again save it. So keep saving the word. We'll just remove this highlight by clicking here. Okay. Now we'll run up to login and we'll check whether the value is getting extracted and getting passed on, right? And we will be using initially always run for one user because in or one or two, but first run with one user, then for two users you can run. Because as a beginner, I'll say like run with one user. Just for understanding purpose, I ran for yesterday 10 3 user or something, but one run for one user. Uh, Initially, then when you have fixed all, then you can run for two user and they can then you can see. So slowly I'll be showing you everything. So for one user only we will do that. Even if you do for one user also, it is going to work. Okay. if you are running for one user, and if it is working for one user, it will work for two users also, if it is done correctly. So no need to do. So now we will run it. So till login will run. Login. Now we'll verify. So from login 36, we'll see uh, like source page and FPID is here. If you are confused, okay, so you can take that extractor, sorry, expression, and in this is run result. Remember, you can choose tester and put that expression here and click on test. Right? So in that response, whatever the new value is there, it will be shown here, right? So you can see. So the value which we need, it will always come at second match. So this is the value. Right? Now this value should be passing in where it is passing in login first request, right? Login first request. So yeah, login first request, it has to pass. Right? So we'll check that. Let me copy Y and button and put it. We'll change the mode to text mode again. Then go to request, and there you see you can put that value here, right, and click on find, because the value is passing in request. So always find it in request tab whether it is passing on, right? And it will come in response. So you have to be careful from where you are searching and where it is passing. Do not get confused. It is coming in response of this 34. So when you are looking for that value, you have to look in response of 34, and it is passing in request of 13. So you have to look in a request of 39, right? Request of 13, correct? So yeah, so I have tested that value, and if I click on find, okay, why it is not find, I'll tell you. It is there, okay. Actually, here you see percentile 3D after J date. No? I'll explain why it is not there. But for a manually, let us see. You see here YN1, right? It's there. Okay. It's working. Why we cannot find it? Why? What happened? Remember, sometime in some special character in the end of the value. Generally, when we pass those values, get converted in some other encoded form. Okay. So here equal to is there. So if you see it got replaced with percentile 3D when it is passing. So no need to worry. We do not have to worry. It is working. Yeah. It happened in coding. Okay. And because of that, when I'm searching, it is not highlighting all, but it is there. Same way, FPID. Uh, let us copy this expression. Go here, response, regular expression. Put that expression here. Paste it. So to FPID again, but we need the second one, and the second one should be passing. So I'll just copy that and put it in 39 here. Sorry, request that and click on find. So again, it is also not highlighting because something will be there. We will see that, but for now, you see, it's there. The value D2LR is right? If we equal. When I'm clicking on find, sometimes it does that. In request, finding it becomes little bit tricky. But that value is there, not worry. Now, why it is causing this? Mhm. Yeah. Um, it,
Yeah, actually, I mean, I've been using it, but anytime it doesn't show up, like this doesn't highlight on header part actually. Request header, only body it will highlight once you find. That's what I see from many. I mean, I've been using this, is it? But and one more thing, we can do grouping also, no? You can use the grouping part.
grouping also. So that is the concept. I'll be
You
explaining
can,
later on. This. Yeah.
okay then, yeah.
Mhm. What highlighting you are saying? It's not happening in header.
This find na, like whenever you find it on, try to find it on the header part, it never highlights actually.
No,
I
but
have
in header, if that value is there, then only it will highlight.
yeah, it's there still. You can't. I mean, if you click on find, it's not able to highlight that part, is it?
No, but in header, where is that value?
No. Oh, okay. In the body itself, it's not highlighting. Okay, maybe in the body itself is showing up. Okay.
Because it's if it is passing in body, we have to check in request body. Where it is
Yes.
passing there
Yes.
only, we have to check.
Okay.
So it's passing in request body, so we'll check here,
Okay.
right? And in response, where it is coming. So in response, again, I'm repeating it again, right? So as I said, 95% of chance is that generally in body only the
Yeah.
value will come in most of the applications. So you'll find it here. If you are not finding it here, then even I've written the rule that in response header. So if you are not
Okay.
finding it here, then you'll go and find it in response header of that immediate previous request, right? Even
Okay.
if it is not there, so in body and header both places is not there, then you will look back more, and so
Hmm.
it's passing here and you find it in 34, you found it, you try to find it in response body and response header also. If it is
Yeah.
not there, then you have to look back more, like in other previous requests, right? Like 5,
Yeah.
16, whatever, one by one, which is the previous one, like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that. And when verifying, so it's going in request. So login, this request we have to check. So it's in request. So you can see here, I highlighted. Actually, I think I copied something else. I didn't properly copy. So you see, it's highlighted. Even though you want to be more sure, so you can change this view also, right? Where to change this view? It's here. If you see, by default, it's a raw view. It's called raw view. And then HTTP view is also there. If you click on HTTP, this view will change to a tabular form, which is more beautiful, like this. Okay. So there you can find the parameters, because these all are part of parameters. Everything in a tabular form as it is, right? See. So same way you can see it, password, username, the system, and these two values, source page ID and login. And then you can check. You can check. Or you can do reverse check also. What is called reverse check? Reverse check is like copy, first copy where it is passing here, so copy this value. If you double click, on that, a pop-up will come. You can copy like this, close it, and go back here and try to find that in response of this, right? So it's coming in response body, so response, and then try to find it. It's there. So that is called reverse check also. You can. So you see, means it is there. So it means that, oh, okay, properly it worked, right? This value got extracted and got passed here. So either you can first to verify. This is to verify whether our expressions are working fine. So one way is like uh, uh, go to here and check it manually what is the value coming and whether it is passing in respective place correctly or not. That is one way. Or you can do reverse check, right? So that is also like what is FP value. You can copy that and and go back 34. It should have came from server one, which is there on face to transfer. It is the means what so by this what we find, we become sure that now both of the expressions are working fine and both the extractor are very efficiently extracting the value and passing it over here. Correct. And that see, that is one thing. Sometimes only verifying is not the solution. Okay? We have to always also verify the response also one by one. So whether eject or verify the response as whether the concerned response has came or not, that also you should verify. Means expected response. So suppose what is the response of home page? So this is the response of home page. As a beginner, if you are not sure, so in replay log, you can take the help of replay log. In replay log homepage, wait, homepage response is this, like this. So is it same like that? Okay. Then enter restore. So here replay log enter restore. Here this 16. This is the response. So when I said replay. Sorry, it's recording log. Recording. Recording. Original log, right? Record. So in recording log, today I'm sorry, I don't think I'm having some difficulty. Yeah, not feeling heavy, maybe. So, uh, not sure why energy is not. Okay. So recording log. Okay. So recording log. So in recording log, what is the response of home page? So this is the response of home. So when we are replaying means running the test. So that time we should verify. Okay. Correct. Coming correctly means good. Then next transaction, next request is 16. So this is the response of 16. You can just go through that in code format. And so this is 16. Yeah, it looks same. Okay. Then same way like next is sign in. This is sign in request. This is the code for that. So you can keep that. As a beginner, people, if you find difficulty in going through the code, you can always, I just said, I think I've told earlier session also, we can change the view to HTML or HTML source formatted or download. So it will try to, it will try to render the page a little bit like how it looks in uh, website. But remember, it never, it always do not work for all the websites or all the tricks, right? So do not that time do not get irritated. Maybe you are working on some other application, and that time when you are trying to render right using this HTML, it may not work. Okay, so it works with easy HTMLs which are easy to render. For them, it will render. So this is home page. So home page is like this, right? Even if you remember in the EY application, EY also it's like that. So mainly fixing of value is not important. Remember the expected code or expected response should also come. So this is the home page, right? And this is the home page. Now when I'm running, is it same or no? So let us render here. Yeah, is it same? Correct. Means its first request is going correct. Second request is 16. 16 looks like this. Right? Even in UI, if you see enter to look like this. All thing cannot be shown in JMeter, but yeah, somewhat it looking. So now same 16, it's looking like means that is also going good. So these two are going good. Then third one, where we fix the JSON ID and then verify. So third one is here, 36, 34, right? So it look like this. So when we are running, does it look like the same? Yeah, it look like same. Correct. The signing, like when we click on sign, this is the page. And it's here. So it's fine, right? It's going fine. Okay. So till sign in, it's working. Then comes login one and login two. So login one there is some problem, but we'll try to. So login. So this is login 13 and generally 39. Login has two requests, 39 and 40. Okay, when you do the login. And what happens is the first request is 302 and 302 will not have response. Even I was spending earlier session I said in practically also right long back I think then. So 339. But here it can show that. So do not get confused. But if you go and check, okay, okay. Actually, it's failing to log in. That's why it's not fine. It will show. Actually, what happened? Uh, if you see here, it's saying invalid username and password. Sign on. Right? But here, you see, when login will happen, then welcome message will come. So in both these requests, if you see this or this, it's coming. But the welcome didn't change, right? So and here it's saying also username password is not correct. So it means that this username password actually for this website, it expired. So every 7 days, the password expires. Okay, so that is one problem. Means whatever registration of the password that we do, remember that after every 7 days it gets expired. Actually, what happens is this maintainer, means those people who maintain this website. I think every 7 days they plus the DB. Plus the DB means they delete all the data of the database of this application. Because so many people are using this application, right? So many data can be created for practice purpose one, and that is the reason this happens. Okay, so in that case, what you can do, you can either use the default one, J2EE, J2EE. This will never expire. This is default one for this application, or you can re-register it. So let us re-register it. So same username, one password we can use because it has expired, so we can use it again to re-register. Now we can check also. Okay. So now we have registered. So again, I will just rerun it. So same credential I have re-registered, right? It should work. Yes, sir. Yes. No. So till homepage and sign in, everything is working fine. We have seen. So no need to recheck again. Always no need to check. Now login, right? So login first request, you see nothing is coming because first request is 302 and 302 will not have response when here also 339 first request is 302. It doesn't have response. Response is there in 40 and it will showing welcome Juju. And here sign out button has been enabled. Means so in 40 pins will come to that. Okay? So we have to verify response as well. And remember, I'm repeatedly saying that as a beginner, you can change the page view to HTML as a beginner because you can get confused. People can get confused while working with code. But remember this rendering, suppose I'm choosing this HTML and it's rendering the code in this format. It doesn't work for all the responses or all the websites, right? Remember. So that time do not get irritated. So have a practice of verifying the code also. Like suppose you try to render it and it didn't render. Sorry, it didn't render, right? Then what you will do? So we have to verify in code format only, like expected code came or not expected code came or not. Now in that also how we'll verify, right? So there are there are few example like you can just verify keywords. So suppose whole code you cannot verify, but few thing you can verify, right? Keywords like this is login. So here welcome will be there, right? Welcome message will be there. Keyword welcome in this code means if successful login will be there, welcome will be there. So here also suppose if rendering is not happening. Now, whether sign in has happened or not, I will come to know that welcome message will be there. If welcome Jojo. Right? Okay. This thing. Right. So that way you can verify, or you can copy. You can try few content. You can just see some content of this is there here or not, like that. But many time it renders. Right? It renders. But sometimes it doesn't render. Then you have to verify in code format. So see, always verifying, we have to verify the fixed value as well, like whether it is correctly getting extracted or not and whether it is correctly getting passed on. Plus we have to verify the response also. because the expected response should come. Response is important. We are doing this to receive the response only, right? Why we are doing this correlation and parameterization? Okay. Why we are sending this? Why we are extracting the value and send the new value from here and sending it here back to why? So that server can entertain this request. Server can accept this request, and server can send me the expected response or the desired response, right? But how you'll know? So only verifying the value will not work. So to verify the response also, okay, response also, that whether expected responses came out. So that way we have to work for every request one by one, like one by one. So we fixed the login. Here one problem was also coming. We have to re-register the users. So that also. So that is an issue with this application. So remember, it's not issue. Actually, it's kind of how it works. Every 7 days, generally, whatever credential we have registered, it will expire. So just re-register it, and you can reuse it, or you can register a new credential also. Only thing is, if you are registering a new one, you have to just put it, remove this old one and put the new one, username and password. Right. Fine. Now, so in login 39 two value were there, and we fixed that. In header, there is nothing, but we have to check, right? So we have to check. Then in 40, there is nothing in header also. Keep saving the work. So like this, so it done, right? It has been done. Again, now step number 6, which says again, next dynamic value in the specific find it. So slowly open or enable the request and one by one. So select a page here, no dynamic value in header also nothing is there. Then with the product ID, no dynamic value in header also nothing is there. So one by one, just enable take it. Item ID here is also missing. Here also in header also nothing is there. Now add to cart. Let us enable that. Here also it is there nothing is there. Then proceed to checkout. Here also no such value, and in header also nothing is there. Now comes enter details and content. So here we have again same. Their name is same, but value are different. So again we have to work. Remember. So sometimes it can happen that if you see the value source page and FT, here also its name is same, source page and FT, but value are different. So it means that we have to fix this also separately. It's not like that the same variable you can use it here. No, you can only use it where the same value, whatever this the value was there earlier, the same value is there in all places. That you can replace with same variable name, right? But here variable the value name is same, even though let us say value name is same, right here, but name, right, name of the value same, but value itself are different. You see it's double x and uv, but earlier what was that was j3 or u5, right? So it can happen. So we have to again rework on them, like fix them like separately. Now same way, same thing, like same formula or same step. Look back in immediate one, or if it is not there, then in the previous other previous, right? Then prepare the expression and test it. Then use the regular expression extractor and store it in a variable, and then parameterize in controller. All that. Now this part I'm not going to do. This I'll give you a homework because everything will remain same. I'll just give a hint. So uh, this value is this both value, right, are passing in 71 in the request, right? Request meter. It's part of request body only. It means that it has came from server. Now if you see before this, yeah. So before it's here in 71, right? So it has came from server side only. We know that. So we have to always look back. Now What is the rule? First rule is we have to look in the response of immediate request. So this is the immediate one. If it is not there, then you can look in 55 or 53 or 57, one by one, hit one by one. Right. Uh, so that we can do. But go for in immediate one first. So both the value are there in 58. I know that, or I can show you. Just copy this. Let us go to 58. 58. The response of 58. You see, it's there. FP value, source page value, and FP value. FP value is dash V. So both values. Now you can do the extraction. Okay. So you know how to do. Even same thing. I'll try say you to. So this is the left boundary. This is the right boundary for source page, and this is the left boundary till here. This is the right boundary for the FP value, right? So that you can, because it is always same for both. It's same. That's why I'm not going to do, but I'm saying you guys to do that. Right? So do that, and then you know what to do, right? So prepare the expression and for each one separately and test it. Correct? You know how to test, correct? So you can go to regular expression tester and test it. Now what we have to do in 58, you have to use the same the regular expression structure. So one will be for source page and one will be for. So since I'm not going to do, I'll put because I know everything is same. So I'm just copying this. But you please try. No? Everything will be same. Even match number, the value will be at second match. Only thing, the variable name, this variable name will keep two. Post page ID two because we have already one. And, ID two. The same thing. And then replacement. So controller replace it with this variable. Then same goes for FPID. FPID also same thing. You can prepare. I'm just doing copy paste because it will remain same. Since I know this application, that's why I'm saying. And that's why I'm not showing that again. I'm just saving my time. But you should try. So, practically go and search it and prepare the expression and test it, and then you apply it. Okay. You please do not while practicing. Do not. Match number will be always again here of 2 and FPID not found. This was for source page ID 1, FPID 1. This is source page ID 2, FPID 2. Variable name has been changed, right? But expression remains same. And this we are extracting from here, and for this we are extracting from for this 17 one we are extracting from 58. That is the difference. Okay, because value is different. This value was different, right? These two value were offering in response of this, and the value for this was offering in response of that sign. So that's why. Now replacement. Okay. Save, reset. Now we will run. till 71, and we'll check. So already till login, everything is working fine. We'll clear this. So always use first brush. Do not use the second brush always, because there is a problem with second brush. What second brush do? Second brush clears the result everywhere. Like let us say here also some stuff is there, right? And here also some stuff is. Now if I click on this, so in the both places it will clear. I'll show you. Here also it got cleared, and here also it got cleared, right? But first brush will only clear which element you have selected. Suppose I have selected this, and I want to clear only the result of this, but not the result of this. Then you will use first brush. So that is the difference. Again, I have to call the recording. Now here let us run it. So till login we have tested, right? Welcome. Now next is select a pet. So select a pet. We have not done any correlation in this 5, 6, 7, and 8 and 9 transactions, right? But even though when we are running, we have to check that whether expected response is coming in. So select a pet response is like this. So while when we can match it with the recording log. So 45. So this is 45. So it's yeah. So this is the response. So 45 response. Correct. Fine. Then this is 47. So let us see. 47. So this is the response. So while running, yeah, correct. Going good. Yeah, fine. Then next item ID 53, which is looking like this. So let us verify 53. Uh, this is how it should look. So it's looking like that, right? Next, add to cart. This was 53. Sorry, this is 55. So add to cart is looking like this. So 55. Correct. Actually, this is same thing, right? If you see on uh, after signing, you click on fish, I think. Then we selected one fish. Then we choose one fish. Then we click on add to cart. So when we click on add to cart, it look like this, right? So it's looking right. Okay. Then proceed to checkout. So this is the page for proceed to check. When we do proceed to check, then we fill the detail here, right? So you can match it. Proceed to check out number 58. 58. This is how proceed to check out should look. Correct? So it's this is recording log. We have to match with recording log. So whatever is here, it should look like this. It's looking like this. It's correct. So till 58, everything is fine. Even sign out button is enabled. But why am many times saying that sign out button is enabled? It means that it says that we are signed in. Here also it is. Sign out button is only enabled when we are signed in. Right? When we do sign out, then sign out button will not be visible, right? You see that. Sign it gone, sign in became. It means that we have not signed in. But in response, you can always sign out is visible. Means we are signed. Means with that username password, this session is going well, right? The user, it's called virtual user, has added a product, and it has clicked on proceed to checkout as well. Then uh, after that comes the enter detail and say where you see here. This is what is the response of enter detail? 71. Then 71 you can see. Here it is 17. So this is the response of 17 when we did the record. So it's like this, right? It means that it's working fine. But parallelly, we should verify the value because this is the that request 71 where we were passing that value, right? So we can do reverse check. So I'll go to text mode and go to request because those value are in request. Um, Yeah, there are so many data. It's showing post data. Why? Because we are sending so many data, right? You see, there's so many things. That's why there are so many stuff happening. But if it is confusing to view, you can change the view to HTTP mode, and then you can see all the thing in little bit tabular form, which is more beautiful. Mm. So the last name, the zip code, the card name, right? All thing we have given here, and that is why it's passing with the request. This is the payload, right? Okay. But we'll come to that payload later on. First, the important thing was that value. So suppose the FP value or source, this is the so control A, control C. Let us do reverse check. So from where we extracted this value, we extracted from this side 58. So let us check the response of 58. Response for the testing here. It is there. Once it got extracted and it is passing in this request perfectly. Same FPID also you can do double click on control A, control C. Reverse check. Okay. Reverse check becomes easy. So this is FPID. This also got extracted properly and it is passing well in this request. This request. And the expected response is also we have verified. Uh, this is how the expected response should look, and it is looking like this. So till 71, everything is working fine. Now you got the idea why this recording log is very important, and why we record and why we save it. We can manually also create this request. Okay, these all requests manually also you can put it them, but it becomes difficult, more difficult, and that's why like we have to put so many things. Although this we can do manually, but it's time consuming plus many things will not like what is the response, where is the dynamic value. Also this recording log, right, or recording stuff, okay, whatever or a recording thing, what thing we call it, whatever we call it, it's very important. You see, that's why it is very important, and why we save that, and why we record it, right? You got that, and why we record the things properly. Okay, because it helps in making the script or announcement. So till 71, everything is fine. Now I'll just tell you about one sample called debug sample, which is not that much useful, and I do not use. But I'll tell you the example. So this debug sampler you can add. You can click on simple content and go to sample, and you see debug sampler. Just click on that, so it will be added. Now what it does, right? Actually, debug sampler tells us for which variable what value has been picked. Everything, every data, so it always be showing in last, and change it text mode, and you can click on it. So how many variable you have used in your script, like FP1, FPID1, or FPID2, its value, then this is an ID1, its value, source page ID1, source page ID1, its value, FPID2. Okay, FPID sequence alphabetically it has arranged. So F comes first, so FPID1 is here, FPID2 is here, then JSON ID is here, then source page ID2, source page ID1 is here, and source page ID2 is here. Right? Do not focus on other thing like G1 and G2. This is not required. Only the main variable. So what it tells, actually tells that for all the variables, these are the variables we have used, right? So for these variables, if that particular value is coming on, it tells, and even it tells for multiple users. Like suppose I run it for 3 users. So what that is the main user debug sample. So suppose if I'm running for 3 users and this is long script. So one by one, you cannot verify for every user, right? That for every user, whether the variables value has been extracted or not. Who will go one by one and who will check that, right? Not possible. So we can check it through debug sampler. So if you see, this is the debug sampler for which user, so you can check for user 3. So for user 3, what are the values? You can check what is the FPID for user 3, FPID 1 for user 3, FPID 2 for user 3. One, just can copy it. Just to make you guys understand. So user, this is FPID 1. I'm just doing this to show you like for all the user how it changes. FPID 1, this is FPID 2. FPID 1, FPID 2. So this is for user 3. Okay. Then same next before debug sampler is here. So this is for which user you can pick. So it's for user. So again for user 2 also, what is FPID 1, FPID. This we do not have to do. I'm just trying to show you. Just to show you, see everything how it looks for every user. It will be different because yesterday only I told right that server sends all different value for all different users. Correct, and that is the beauty. That is the beauty. The source page ID I have not come copied all. We have to have them. This source page ID. So this was for user 2 and this is for user 1. We have next debug sampler here. So you can see FPID 1 here, FPID. So I'll not go or one more or just source page 31. So just this I've done just to show you guys. So if you see, variable name remains same for all the users, but their value is different. You see? Because for every user, these all dynamic values are coming different from the server, and that is what we know, correct? Because every user session will be like in real time. Suppose this is one user, this is another, this is another. He's using that website through a browser, and his laptop. This is using that website through another browser, and this is using through another, right? And that is how it works. Right? So whatever transaction or action he is doing with this website or he's doing for every user, even they are all at same time, right? You see, they are running at same time, correct? Server will be sending them different values, correct? And that is what they have to send it back. Right? That is the beauty. You see, every value is different for all the users. That is how this dynamic value works. And that is why fixing this dynamic value is very important. Correct? Uh, So like OTP example. Now, so that is the main use of debug sampler. So through this, you can just check that for any user, if any value is not coming, we can verify. For an example, I'll tell you. Suppose just to show you, I'll create one mistake here. Some mistake. So here I have done some mistake. So what will happen? This value will not be extracted. Now remember, what is the meaning of default value? Meaning of default value is if this extraction, this expression, okay. What this expression does, this expression is going to extract that value and store it in variable. But if this expression doesn't work somehow, okay, maybe you've given it wrong or it somehow something happens. So this value, the default value will be assigned as the value of this. Okay. So we will see when I rerun it, you'll see that FPID2 will be showing as not found. So you can see the debug sample PID2. Oh, it's extracting some mistake here. You see, FPID2 very clearly it's been right, not found. So why we give not found and that in capital letter? Because it becomes eye catch. Because there will be so many variables, so many value in the script we are going to use. That. So one by one checking, and for every user, it checking is not possible, right? I will go and check for every user whether that value is passing correctly or not. For one user, you can do. For multiple user, you cannot do. But, right? So and when we are running, we have to verify for 2 or 3 user minimum, correct? So that time debug sampler helps. In debug sampler, for every user, you can check that that particular value is coming or not. Right? Here also. Whether that particular value for that variable is coming or not, right? Okay. And right, so you can see not, and that is the main. Now we got the idea. What is the meaning of default value? Default value why we give so that if this expression something maybe it's not working or if it is wrong, so somehow if it is failing to extract the value, right? So this value will be assigned as value of this variable, and that is what it will be showing on the chip. Not on the- Even wherever it is talking, that's there also. It will be like this, not found. And by that you will get the idea. Okay, something wrong here. It's not working. So you will come and try to fix it. Okay, because we need the value. Original, right? So that's why we give this. So fine. Okay, so the debug sampler we can use, and that is the use of debug sampler just to check the value for every variable coming or not. For every user, it just gives us in one place. And for every user, there will be debug sampler different. And how will it come to know? When you click on that, like this is for second user, this debug sampler for first user, this debug sampler for third. No. So till here all fine. So before we close, immediately just 5 minutes more. It will be, I know we are late, but 5 more minutes. I'll just so other fixing like let us say confirm. Again, confirm also there is nothing to fix. So till confirm, okay, because the final transaction is after confirm is the final. And for one user, I will run. And in confirm, there is nothing to no dynamic value to fix. So now I'll run it till confirm, and you'll see the order will be booked. So we have verified till enter details, and all thing was working. Even response also we verified, and response was looking like this. So now confirm. So confirm response how it will look. This is of 71. This is how it will look for this 71. This is correct. We have verified till here. Now I enable confirm, and this is 76. So when a confirm will happen, it will show you thank your order has been submitted. We'll get order ID and all what order has been booked. It all so here also you'll see confirm and 76. So thank you order ID got generated and what the order is booked, right? So this is its booking. Do you see its booking order? So in real time, what user do is now this is script is true, correct? And we can verify that in application. So let us go to the application. First, username, password. With same username password, we can log in. Login. Where to check my order? So we have to go to history page. So that is my account, and then my order, right? My order page. So here you see 1, 2, 2, 4. That is the order, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time if I run, so one more new order will be there. 1, 2, 2, 4, 5. And here in application, if you just refresh this page, we can see it. 1, 2, 4, 4. 1, 2, 2, 4. And you can click on that and say check adult, gold, email, please, and all these details, right? These are there. But so this is it. Hope you got that. It's after doing all these things, correlation parameters, script will be doing what the real user was doing. So real user was finally booking a product. And this is how the product was booked in application. So its product is finally getting booked. And you should see, and main thing is that you should see that in application, not here. Here everything will work fine, but parallelly you have to go and check in application that whatever the thing that the script has done, whether it is available here or it is reflecting in application or not, then only it is called successful scripting, remember. So it's working. One more time if I run, so one more order it will be there. I just so this time again one more order, like 1, 2, 2, 4, 6. So just refresh this 1, 2, 2. Right. So for this user, so this log user is getting logged and is booking those order in real time. So this script is doing right like a real user. And for this user, we are logged in with that credential only, and in history page we see that order. So do this till here while practicing, right? And come up with any doubt you have. Correct. Then again, we'll continue. Yeah, we'll continue. It will be daily session. But yeah, practice this here and come back with the doubt. Okay. So thank you for joining.